Austin here. I'm going to give you a little review of everything that I carry in my truck with me on a day-to-day basis as the owner of a junk removal and demolition company. First things first, as you can see, I have a pack out set up in the back seat of my truck just because I want to be able to lock everything. I don't want anything in here of super importance, because you can lock this, yes, but it's a pain in the fucking ass. But anyways, so first things first is we will go over what I have on top of the pack out. So the only reason I have all this Milwaukee shit is I started buying Milwaukee first, and that's just what I went with. To me, it's the best power tool brand on the market. Nothing competes. You can say what you want. I don't give a fuck. But my fiance built me a first aid kit for me and the guys, you know, just in case anything happens. There's a lot of shit in here: band-aids, ointments, Neosporin, fucking pain medicine, eye water swabs and stuff like that. And then the next thing that we have here is going to be one thing you're always going to want to have is Sawzall blades. So we went and bought this so that way we have long metal, short metal, and then our demo blades. We always want to keep a lot of those because depending on what we're doing when we're demoing a shed or anything like that, we go through a lot of fucking blades. The next thing that I keep on my truck is a impact set, or not even just an impact set, but a socket set. This is all 3/8 stuff. It goes up from 6 to 24, and then a quarter to, I think it goes up to a quarter to 13/16. This has adapters and everything else in it. It does not come with a ratchet, so I have my own ratchet and everything in there. But we got that because you never know what you're going to run into. You know, I'd rather just have that set where it's nice and it stays organized versus having tools all over the fucking place. The next thing is we have our Milwaukee radio. This I actually just purchased, and I'm super glad I did. It's made our job sites a lot more fun, that is for sure. Which we don't always listen to music on job sites, but if the job site is willing, we are going to enjoy ourselves a little bit and have some fun. Okay. And so in this box we have all of our power tools. So the first power tool you're going to want to buy is a Sawzall. It's your number one thing you need. This is, if you're going to spend any amount of money on anything and you're going to get into light demo, I'd buy a Sawzall. This Sawzall has made me an incredible amount of money. Next, we have a 1/4-inch hex impact. You know, you put your Phillips head bits in here, your T25s and stuff like that to take doors off. You know, all that sort of stuff. So what that impact's for. Next, we have our 1/2-inch drive impact. This is going to be for our truck tires, our trailer tires, and any other things that we need a high torque impact for is what this is for. Next is we have our oscillator. This has came really handy when we do interior demolition, like doing bathrooms, taking out certain pieces of drywall or something like that. This tool is very handy, although I will say the blades are super fucking expensive. Next, we have our circular saw. This is great for the roofs of sheds. Just if you need to cut through plywood or anything like that really fast on the job site, you can literally take a shed and go straight across it, and you can get through almost everything but the 2x4 studs around the outside of the walls. This makes it way faster. Then you'll just have to go through with the Sawzall. The Sawzall is super nice, but it's not as quick as this is. Next, we have our grinder. I haven't really used this a whole lot, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. and I bought it in a kit, so I mean. Okay, and then this is our rotary hammer. We do a lot of concrete demo, so this is really nice to be able to take our chains, and what we'll do is we'll drill into a piece of concrete. If we're taking out sections at a time, what we do is we drill into the concrete, take a big tapcon the chain down into it, and then hook the chain to our mini over there, and then pull it out and lay it down into the trailers, so that way we're not destroying them, not having to run a jackhammer, and we can do it piece by piece. And I think that is everything in here. Yeah, I got one small drill in here that we don't ever use these M12 things. I don't even know why I have it in here. And then we have our batteries here. We have multiple batteries. Both trucks have a bunch of batteries. Always make sure they're charged and everything. We have a couple chargers in the truck as well. Always want to make sure all that stuff is charged. So I do all the estimates and everything, while the guys do most of the work. I can't say most of it, I do a lot of it, but you're going to want a wheel eventually. Once you start getting into bigger buildings and stuff like that, where you got to measure, you know, 100, 150 feet, or just if you don't want to just do it with a tape measure, this is how we just measure most of our sheds to get our square footage for our sheds. So that way we can determine how much it's going to cost to demo this and dispose of everything. So I think we are ready to move on to the back now. The only other thing that I see in here that is worth sharing is we have a roll of trash bags that we use quite often. We go through a lot of trash bags. Just getting all that loose stuff piling in there on them clean outs and everything. So I'm gonna put all this stuff back, and then here we are at the back of the truck. It's where all the bigger tools stay. Always want to have a broom handy in the truck. Always want to make sure you're cleaning stuff up after you're done. That's what separates us from everybody else. It's how good of a job we do cleaning up. Always want to make sure both trucks have a rake. You know, as I said earlier with the broom, you always want to make sure we're doing a good job cleaning up. We always carry our coolers, keep water, ice in them, keep us and the guys hydrated. That's the last thing you want to do is fall over on the job site. You're not making any money in the hospital. We don't always keep a ladder in here, but we've used it quite a bit the last 2 weeks, so I've been in here for odds and ends things. And then the next thing is going to be a dolly. This dolly is a lifesaver, and you can put appliances in there and everything, and then strap it to it, pull it up. I've used this dolly for countless things. It makes moving stuff from basements or down steps or even just out of the house an absolute breeze. So that's why I would recommend having a dolly. Both trucks don't have a dolly, but that's just, I haven't bought one, and usually if we're doing something like that, I'm usually there to make sure the guys and me, you know, we're doing it a good job of protecting the customer's property and everything. You know, that's the last thing we want to do is damage our customer's property. Now we are on our way into the toolbox. I've not organized this in a minute. I need to get the wires for the fuel tank wrapped in to the truck bed or to the truck batteries and everything with the auxiliary switches. But what we keep in here is like spray paint for when, so we build shed pads as well, and the reason I keep this is to be able to spray out, like, and we put in driveways and stuff so we can spray out where we need to cut out and everything. We got a grease gun in here, miscellaneous straps, couple extension cords, miscellaneous oils. I always keep extra oil for the truck and everything. We keep our small little sledgehammers in here and just our normal hammers. We have sledgehammers in the truck and shovels, flat shovels, round points and everything at all times. Right here we just keep a miscellaneous amount of hand tools, some extra oscillating blades, some Allen key, quick little tools to, you know, if we got to take our bed frame apart or something like that, we don't want to cut it and make a mess in the customer's house. Flathead and I don't even know why the fuck I can't think of what this is called. whatever. I can't believe I can't think of what this is called. A flathead screwdriver. I don't know why that just took me so long to do that, but a flathead screwdriver. We have our Phillips head screwdrivers here, a couple small little pry bars, nail pullers. So we do a lot of interior demo for contractors, and the one thing we always make sure we do is pull the nails out of the studs. And then there's a couple miscellaneous things. I keep some Hot Shot Secret in here, some extra fuel for the leaf blower that's actually currently in the other truck. Some butane for our torches. You never know what you're going to need that for. Some rags. And then in the truck we also have some hand wipes that we keep in the truck as well. But other than that, that pretty much sums up what is in this truck on a day-to-day basis. I drive this truck every single day. Goes to all the estimates with me, goes to all the jobs with me and everything. The guys' truck is kind of similar. It's not as nice and they don't have as many tools, but I am going to upgrade their stuff this year. I'm probably going to get them a pack out that they can, just like the Milwaukee one, that they can put all the tools inside and everything, and then organize it a little better. Eventually my other truck's going to get a flatbed and all of that. So that's pretty much what we carry on a day-to-day basis. All right, guys, so this is our new dump trailer. We have not got it wrapped yet. It is a 7x16, 7K axles on it, doing 5/16 ball. This one only has an 8-inch I-beam frame on it, which is weird because it's got a telescopic hoist that can lift 7 tons. I've dumped 7 tons out of this trailer before, so I know that it'll do it. But we are getting our logo, company logo and everything on it and all of that. So this is our first, this is not our OG, but I don't even have the OG anymore, but this is our new 7x16x5, so it is a 20-yard trailer. This is our other 7x16. This is a Big Tex, and that is a Steel Pines. This one is scissor lift in the middle, so it's battery up, battery down. And this has got 7K axles on it. All my trailers have 14-ply tires. This is also 7x16x5, so I have two 20-yard trailers, which is a little bigger than junk removal industry standard, but I do a lot of demo on these with these, so that's why I wanted them. That's why I put the 2x12 up there. I wanted them to be a little bit higher cube. And then this is my newest truck that I've purchased this year. It is a 2020 GMC Denali 3500. We got the wrap done. We didn't cut any wraps on the bed because this is going to get an aluminum gooseneck service body bed on it eventually. I don't know when. It is wrapped in 22x12 JTX forged wheels. I wanted a nice set of wheels for myself. If you know me, you always know that I like to have a nicer looking truck. I like driving this thing. It's super nice. It's pretty damn quick, and it's just overall a nice truck. Very happy with the purchase that I made to get that truck and everything. I bought it last year. We put a snow plow on it. I have two Boss snow plows. I have a Knot 8.2 stainless, and then a DXT stainless, and then another 8.2 Power VXT that goes on the other truck. The other truck is currently not here, but this is, we just picked this up 3 weeks ago, I think. This is a brand new John Deere 50P. I'm pretty excited. We did the math with everything. Made sense to just go ahead and buy one because last year we literally paid for a new one in 6 months of renting a machine. So I decided to buy one. We got a work brow coupling system on it, in which I wish they would have told me when I bought it that the coupler in the bucket would hit this, because the first day I used it, I fucking put a big old dent in it. Which I'd rather put a dent in that than the cylinder, but it is what it is. I had my buddy over at DH Diesel put the light pods on it, and then the 22-inch light bar. That's got a light pod on it as well. This thing is super fucking bright. Like I said, it's fucking brand new. It's got like probably 10 hours on it. And then it's got 20% tint all the way around it. I had my buddy at MVP Mobile Detailing take care of that for me. This thing only has, it has 9.7 hours. So that's pretty much a tour of our equipment. I'm not gonna get into depth, show you the plows and everything, but we have been trying to grow and also make good decisions on growing, and that is kind of the whole reason that we purchased this Mini. This was a big purchase for us. It's kind of scary, but at the end of the day, I know that I will bust my ass to make sure this works out for me. This is what I want to do. I want to be my own boss. I want to take care of guys. I want to take care of my employees. You know, And at the end of the day, I wanna be able to have my fiance, my future wife, the mother of my future children, to be able to stay at home, take care of my kids, and I will provide for everything for them. That's just kind of what I wanted to do pretty much my entire life, and now I have the vision, and I've always had the ambition, but I have the vision of what I want to do, and I have a blueprint of what I want to do and everything now, so it's kind of just putting the stuff in motion, you know. So, but as always, guys, if you have any questions about anything, feel free to drop them down in the chat or in the comments or anything. Like I said, I'm not perfect. All this is personal opinion on things. It was just a quick little tour of the truck, what we carry usually on a day-to-day basis, and then a quick little equipment tour of what we have. Last year, so this is coming up on Memorial Day weekend, I went full-time on my own last year, and when I went on my own, I only ran my business for 4 months, and then when I went on my own, I had the original truck that I have that's currently not here. I had that truck, and then I had that Big Tex trailer. We have now grown to a 2-truck, 2-trailer operation. I guess 3 trailers because our equipment trailer, but I don't consider that one. But and then we have 1 full-time guy and 1 part-time guy. It's just been an absolute blessing to be able to be put in the position that I am, to be able to provide work for other people, and to just be able to help provide for their families and everything like that. So I mean, it's pretty stressful at times, but at the end of the day, it makes it all worth it. So as always, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. I'm sure I'm gonna get some hate on the truck and the wheels, and everybody's got their own fucking opinions about shit, but I don't give 2 fucks. And if you did make it to the end of this video, thank you all for watching. Love all the support and everything that I get from my family, my friends, all that, you know. So peace.